Hello, guys. I'm Timothy Earle, joined here with Nicholas Earle, and welcome back to another edition of Earles versus Girls. If you guys are new to this, me and my brother are doing these. We're not doing the circuit this year, but we want to have a little bit of fun with our girlfriends to see who could do the best with the NFL. Going into week number 5, one of us is equal 500. That's me. Everybody else is slightly below. But we're having a little bit of fun with it. I'm 100% enjoying the Earles versus Girls. I'm currently in first place with 20 points. Destiny and Sydney are sitting with 17 each. Nick's sitting with 16. And here's all of our picks for this week, and we're really excited to be able to jump into it. I will start with me and Destiny, and then Nick will go over him and Sydney. I'll start off with me. I'm going with the Carolina Panthers as my first pick. I just don't think that the Bears should be favorited by this much, and I kind of like how Carolina looks now with Andy Dalton at quarterback instead of Bryce Young. I think it's definitely a good look for them, and it's definitely showed in their offensive production. They've been able to do more. Bills in an ultimate bounce back spot after getting blown out on national television versus the Ravens last week. This is a spot that I like to go to all the time, is bounce back spots. So I'm going to go there. The Ravens, and they are minus 2.5. They are not plus 2.5. Ravens are minus 2.5.
Yep.
But I'm on the Ravens here, minus the 2.5. I'm just not a believer in this since in Cincinnati. Although I need these two teams. I would really like a tie in this game because I know I have a personal bet with somebody at work for Pittsburgh to finish last or second to last in the division, which does not look good. But two teams playing against each other definitely does not help. But I'm on the Ravens here. I like the Cowboys against Pittsburgh. This is a Dallas Cowboys team that needs to start doing something. They had extended rest, so I think they can come out strong in this one. And I feel like the Steelers are bound for some negative regression. They're 3-1 to start the year. They just lost last week to Indianapolis. They go to Vegas next and then play the Jets, the Giants. I do think they're going to bound for a little bit of negative regression. Give me the Cowboys here, and then we'll finish it on out with the New Orleans Saints on Monday Night Football plus 5.5. I love that dog number. I know that the Chiefs will end up winning this game. It's just going to happen. I'm just hoping that the Saints cover the spread. I could easily see this one being a field goal game at the end, or like a 2-point game at the end. Weird call at the end to give the Chiefs the win. But I like the Saints here plus the 5.5. Over to Destiny's picks, and she off the rip agrees with me on the Baltimore Ravens. I will say she is a Ravens fan, so that might be a slight, tiny bit biased. But I will say I think she should stop picking them because when she doesn't bet them, they win. Anyways, on the other side, she's actually against me. She's taking the Houston Texans as a pick'em against the Buffalo Bills. She likes the Patriots. Which this is a pick 'em. I've seen -1 for New England. I've seen +1 for New England. It's a pick 'em. So this has been and that's against Miami without Tua. I think you're going to see a big theme with the next pick, which is the Denver Broncos. I'm the only one that's not on the Broncos this week. I'm still a believer in the Raiders though, so I understand why. I didn't pick the Raiders. But I know a lot of people have been picking the Broncos, so we'll see with that one. And the Packers to end it out against the Rams. Rams are beat up. I can understand that one. Personally, I didn't touch that game, but those are the picks from me and Destiny. Nick, you and Sydney?
Yeah, start with Sydney. She's on the Buffalo Bills, just like you, Tim, with the pick'em there. I tomorrow morning would like to land on the Buffalo Bills. I need to see a couple things move a certain way to really give me the confidence to move after the Bills, because I don't like the way the lines move so far. That's one thing that does concern me, because they've gone from like +1 to -1, which I know is not a huge deal, but that kind of concerned me there. I need to see a little bit more concern from the books in order for me to, I think, move on the Buffalo Bills. A play I disagree with. She's on the Commanders, and I will get into the Browns side on that one in just a minute. She's also on the Broncos. I agree with that. I'll talk about that in a minute. She's on them Packers minus the 3.5 against the Rams. I really need to look more into that game. I really don't have an opinion on that one yet. And the Seahawks at minus 6.5. I typed that one in wrong again. I messed up on a couple of these lines. I apologize. That's minus 6.5 on the Seahawks, which I don't blame anybody using the Seahawks in the contest play this week because they're 7.5
now. Yeah, I was about to say I see 7.5.
Yeah, and mainly because Malik Neighbors is not going to be playing for the Giants, so they're down their top receiver now too. So the Seahawks absolutely cruise in that game now, and I don't blame anybody using them as a contest pick there. For me, I'm starting it off with the Jets. And this is one game that I had my eye on all week long. And all I needed to see to stay off this game was it move to Vikings minus 3, which we have not seen. We have not seen this line move whatsoever, even though 76% of the people are on the Minnesota Vikings, yet this line's just chilling at a 2.5. The Vikings only have to win by a field goal in this game. Okay, give me the Jets. I took them at plus 125 on the money line personally. I'm on the Bengals plus 2.5. They're coming off their first win, so that might be something there. This is more of the sharp money is coming in on the Bengals. The line's dropping there. I got them at plus 115 personally. And we'll talk about this more tomorrow morning. I like to fade the Ravens off of that big game against the Buffalo Bills last Monday night. Right? Monday night or Sunday night? Sunday night. Yeah, because everybody remembers what the Ravens did last night to a team that a lot of people thought was the best team in football in the Buffalo Bills. They dominated them. Give me the 0-4 team as a favorite. And I know this is against a Colts team I really like this year. I have over Colts wins. I have Colts division. I'm on the Jaguars minus 2.5, minus 3 in this game. I think they win this game by a touchdown. I think this line's telling you everything you need to know about this game, that the Jaguars are a favorite. And I get it. I'm fading Joe Flacco in this game. But I think this line tells you everything you need to know. Browns plus 3. Yes. This is my cap on the game. It's a sell high spot on the Washington Commanders. They looked amazing the last few weeks. And for the Browns, they have not looked good. Their offensive lines look bad. Well, guess what? They're getting potentially getting 2 of their top offensive linemen back this week, which I think will give Deshaun Watson more time in the pocket and be able to produce more offense. And then, yes, I am finishing it off, and I know this looks gross, with the Broncos at minus 3. I know. Who wants to lay 3 points with Bo Nix? I do. Because I think that this line's telling you everything you need to know about this game. Once again, I personally got in at 2.5 this morning, actually, I believe. And it's 3s in a lot of spots as well. So I'm finishing it off with the Broncos here, plus or minus the 3 for my picks.
There you go. Those are all of the plays for the card for tomorrow. I'm excited for an NFL card. Once again, 10-10 for me, 8-11-1 for the girls, both tied. Nick sitting in last place at the moment by a point. So don't be over zealous on that one. It's going to still be very, very competitive down the stretch. I'm excited to see how this all plays out. That's going to do it for this edition of Earles versus Girls. We'll be back again next week with it. Good luck, guys.